Okay, today, children, or ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do some analytical testing of JFK, have some reliable science and not sobs and tears for this horrible menace that I claim that he is. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to compare two sacks of blood. I got to be on this. Well, compare a sack of blood compared to his shirt. So I'm using the blood as a reference, and I'm using his blood-stained shirt that, oh, you're just crying your heads out over this poor thing. So anyhow, I hit the analyzer. Let's analyze it. Ooh, shit, this is different than what I thought. This is really something else. You know, this here is the first time here on this. But, I don't know, maybe it's my pixel width on that is different. This here, okay, his is the red part you see down here, and it's like he's clinging on like a spider. I think it's made out of Hesperus. That is made out of spider spit. You see how it's clung like a Hesperus spider would do that. Like it's clinging together way down here on the bottom of the spectrum. And this here is the RGB, and it looks like it's very concentrated lines through here. Now, let's see if I can go back. Let's see, what do I do here now? Okay, let's change the graph and single JFK out. So, this here will be my sample that we're going to take a straight look at so we're not so confused. Make plot. Okay, now this here is the so-called blood. And I know that he's making that blood himself out of Hesperus spider fluid. This is fiburon type of material. You know, because I've seen spiders do that before. You know, I've blown away my neighbors and used a machine gun, and they'll come in there with their own spider spit and some plaster, and they'll try to make it look like nothing ever happened. You know, everyone's memory is supposed to be erased. And I'm sure that there is what it is, because there at the Parkland Hospital, I heard it for the third time in my life what the substance was. They had taken a swab test, and they said something really faggy in Italian, like this pipitline tupili, you know, or something like that. And that's about the third time in my life I heard that. And right here is the reflection on up here at the top, the transmittance. And let's go back and take a look at the blood. That blood looks strange to me. Okay, let's change the graph. And let's see, sample reference. Okay, this here is the reference. Make plot. And that looks strange to me too. I don't know if that there is real blood, if it's certified or not. Maybe I've got an image of something else, but I didn't think that blood would look like that. Here's your reference lines up here on transmittance and so forth. Try to keep that in mind up through here. And for some reason, I don't see why that is so tight on that. I wonder if I got the real thing or not. I thought that it did. I just went to Yahoo Pictures for this one here. So let me go back to the reference. Okay, change graph, and we're going to take a look at the transmittance of JFK's shirt. Okay, it's very low. This transmittance is here. Along this bottom, it's hanging real low. Then we got a good peek around as soon as you get into the red zone for some reason. Maybe there's the killer I'm trying to hit up here in the red. Excuse me. Okay, let's go back here and take another look. Change graph. Okay, let's take the look at the absorbance right here on the bottom. Make plot. Okay, well, it looks like it's a really highly absorbing light. It's got a high reading on that. Low down here, okay, because remember on the other one we had a high peak on that. So you know, to any professionals who could just take a look, see at that, and they can tell you that this here is just not real. You know, that he does not have real blood. Let's go back, take a look at the comparison, make plot. That's what it is. You know, I'm not certain that this here is even blood. It could be just a picture of something else. You know, because it's not certified. But in comparison, this here is his Hesperus pupilline titrate, something Italian, and it's climbing on the concentration lines of that, you know, because generally a Hesperus, and they do have concentration lines, but you know, I can't get over this spot here. So let's see if I can go back and wrap up the show. But you know, you can stop this video anytime you want, take a look-see, and you can also send this video into any laboratory, into any plasma place, doctor, hospital, and ask them about that you have a curious question. If you can solve that. Does JFK look like blood? I mean, he has a bullet hole there in his back, but you know, it doesn't look like blood. I know that Jackie carried around a gallon bottle there in the car, in the chair divider for that. You know, it just pulls right out. She splashes a little bit of blood on John, so we can all have a good sob of what this cop would. And let's see if we can get back.